Now, your current character. We're all playing a character in our own book. Now, I'm sure we've all experienced, whether in school or whether if you read consistently, that book you start reading and in the beginning it's boring, it picks up in the middle, and then sometimes it's an amazing ending, and we would read it all over again because we have a better understanding of why the beginning was boring. There's also the books where we're like, what was that purpose? There's also the books where it gets really good in the beginning, and then in the middle it's super boring, and maybe I don't think I'm the only one here, but I've had times where in the middle of the book it's so boring that I close the book and I don't read it anymore. But we're our own book. We are our own book. Hey, welcome to the Prosperous Life Podcast. My name is Braiden Belnap. I'm a transformational life coach, entrepreneur, and each week I'm shooting to bring you a transformational podcast Wednesday at 9 a.m. Now, with that in mind, I help people become their authentic selves, create their vision for life, so that they can live a prosperous life while making an impact, truly in the way that is authentic to them. Thank you so much for showing up today, truly. I know each week is something amazing. Each day is something amazing. And I hope this can be something amazing to you today to transform your identity in some sort of way to give you permission to be yourself. Sometimes we're told who to be and what to do in this world. And I just want to give you permission today that you can be you. You can be authentically you. And we're all beautiful in our own way, so don't forget that. And truly, thank you for tuning in today. I really do appreciate it. Whether you're driving to work, driving home from work, on a road trip, going to the gym, whatever it is, I appreciate you taking the time to listen in today. So let's go ahead and dive in. Now, today's podcast and episode is for Prosperous Life is sponsored by Cloud Mixer Film and Music Studio. Cloud Mixer Film and Music Studio is a company that believes in bringing transformational film and music to companies specifically so that they can stand out and bring what they do best to transform people's lives. They actually incorporated their music into this podcast, the music in the intro and outro. And honestly, the quality, the way they communicated with me was phenomenal. So if anything, if you believe that music or film could make your company stand out and truly shine for you to transform other people's lives with your services or products, I encourage you to reach out to them. Cloud Mixer Film and Music Studio is phenomenal. I'm very excited today as we talk about your canvas of life, your current character you're playing in life, and the act of becoming. We'll discuss the ins and outs of identity, and with that in mind, let's go ahead and get started. So, canvas of life. Everyone is told who and what to do in this world. Everyone is told who to be and what to do in this world. So the question is, who are you? Have you ever just taken a moment, closed your eyes, and asked yourself, who am I? If I took everything away from you, who would you truly be at your core? Who are you outside of that? Who are you on your roles? Now, from my experience and personally from my transition from, you could say, high school world to the real world, I wanted to always be a life coach. But it wasn't the typical route of things. It didn't really include college or the typical route that society or parents or friends was betrayed upon. Now, that's one situation. That I second guessed that, though. I second guessed my choice because of what everybody else was doing. See, when you listen to the teachers, the parents, your siblings, your friends, society, and you try to paint a picture that fits everybody's needs, everybody's wants of you, their vision of you and what they want you to become, it kind of looks like a mess. And it's not even on the outside that looks like a mess, because you're trying to make your life appear to be everybody else's wants of you. But you don't feel like a masterpiece on the inside. When you try to fit to everybody else's needs and expectations of you, that's not in alignment with your authentic self, there's a lot of mixed emotions on the inside. Now, whether you're 90 watching this, 60, 50, 40, 20, or 15, I think we all can relate to that. Trying to act, behave, have a thought process or belief of value associated with somebody else's want of you, it makes you feel uneasy. Now it's up to you to recognize that and transform that. It's up to you for who you truly become. See, lots of people's beliefs, values, and rules are associated with the friends, family, and society. Now the question is, what are yours? Your rules for life. What are your rules for life? What is considered healthy? What's considered fit? What's considered productive to you? If you don't follow your schedule exactly 100%, are you enough? Are your rules allowing you in life to thrive? Or are they pulling you away and pulling you down to where you can't achieve it because you're trying to follow your rules and everybody else's rules? What about your beliefs of yourself? What about beliefs for life? What about your beliefs in your career? What about your beliefs in your hobbies? Are your beliefs limiting? Or do they transcend you into the world? Now, nobody in this world has 100% beliefs that truly serve them. A belief has always served you in some way, but it doesn't mean it is serving you anymore. Beliefs around life coaching that I had way back when in elementary school, in fact, actually carried all the way over. When I was in elementary school, something that I've always struggled with is spelling. And some of you guys watching this, I just posted the other day, spelled 2 words wrong. And honestly, it's a sheer fact to show that whether you're a transformational life coach or any role, you are not perfect. And I want to give you permission to that again. You are not perfect. I am not perfect. And the imperfections of life make life beautiful. Your imperfections make life and yourself beautiful. So why would we want to be perfect? I'm going to give you permission today that it's okay not to be perfect. Now, when you recognize something that you could do better, that is not an excuse. That is not a reason not to do better. When you recognize ways to be better, you do better. So yeah, what are your beliefs, values, and rules? And I'd love to jump all into that, but each one of those podcasts are going to be a podcast in itself. So be looking out for those in the future. Now, do ask what you value. Values are important. Do you value love? Do you value freedom? Do you value a religious structure? Do you value security? Do you value adventure? Do you value time? What is it? What are your top values? What are your bottom values? your beliefs, values, and rules have a huge, huge impact on your identity and who you are today and who you can become. Now, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. That's what our Aristotle said. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. When you know you can do anything in this entire world. Imagine if Aristotle didn't believe in himself. What if his beliefs didn't empower him to become Aristotle? What if his values didn't align with himself to where he wasn't able to become Aristotle? What about his rules? What if his rules created it to where he didn't feel good enough to where he didn't become Aristotle? What about Tony Robbins, Jay Shetty, J.K. Rowling's, The Rock, Kevin Hart? Those are all people that we can understand if they didn't become somebody, that it would have an impact on the world. But I have a secret for you that also applies to you. You don't need to be a big influencer or famous person to make an impact. Their values, beliefs, and rules aligned with themselves to become the person they wanted to become. Now the question is, are you going to do the same? Genuinely, if you need help aligning your beliefs, values, or rules at all, go ahead and follow me at Braiden Belnap. I would love to have a chat with you and help you, support you in getting there. Now, your current character. We're all playing a character in our own book. Now, I'm sure we've all experienced, whether in school or whether if you read consistently, that book you start reading and in the beginning it's boring, it picks up in the middle, and then sometimes it's an amazing ending, and we would read it all over again because we have a better understanding of why the beginning was boring. There's also the books where we're like, what was that purpose? There's also the books where it gets really good in the beginning and then in the middle it's super boring, and maybe I don't think I'm the only one here, but I've had times where in the middle of the book it's so boring that I close the book and I don't read it anymore. But we're our own book. We are our own book. So is your book a book that you'd be proud of at the end of your life? Is it a book that if you got to the end you would want to reread it? Or is it a book that you would like to shut in the middle of it? And most of you watching this or listening or reading this, guess what? Most of you guys are reading a book that you wouldn't want to reread. Most of you guys aren't excited about life. Most of you guys aren't following through. Most of you guys aren't playing the character of your dreams. Most of you guys are reading a book that you're not excited about waking up in the morning. Most of you guys don't have a vision that is authentic to you. Most of you guys are living every day based upon what people have told you who to be and what to do in this world. Are you playing the character that's the hero, the villain? Or what about the character that nobody remembers? But guess what? We all have a fresh chapter in our lives whenever we choose. When we look back on past chapters, even the boring ones, sometimes those are the most amazing transformation. They're the best books. I know for me, I've had chapters in my life where I was the villain. Now I chose to play the hero. Or maybe there was some chapters where I chose to be the nobody that nobody would have remembered. But now I choose to stand out because I don't want to just impact me or my family or you. I want to impact many, many people. I want to impact the nation. I want my footprint to impact the world. Because that's what's authentic to me. And at the end of my book, I don't want to regret anything. Most people regret at their end of their lives of what they didn't do in life, not what they tried doing. They regret not doing things. They regret the things they didn't do. I'd encourage you to be courageous and be you. Truly, be courageous and be you. If you're courageous and you be you and you're relentless, nobody, and I mean nobody, can stop you. But you're going to have the courage to be you in a world that's told you who to be and what to do. Be courageous and stand up. Go try the career that you wanted to do. Go build a business that you wanted to do. Go speak the words that you wanted to do. Go do the personal development you wanted to do. Go pick up a hobby like playing the guitar or painting or drawing or doing puzzles. You wanted to be an author? Go write a book. Be courageous and be you. There's nobody in this world that's like you. They say snowflake, the way it's shaped, there's never another in the world. And there's only one of you. So why not be courageous and be you? Why not be courageous and be you? It's unfortunate that some and most people aren't themselves. And if only you knew how special you were, if only you saw yourself through God's eyes or somebody else's eyes that truly believes in you, I believe that you would be okay to be you fully and undoubtedly. So be you. Your current character doesn't need to always be your forever character. You have the ability to act of becoming. You have the ability to become somebody that you truly want to be. What if you could be anybody you wanted to be in this world? What if you could be your own superhero? What if you could be your own Superman? What if you could be your own Batman? Or what if you could be your own hero of anything, whatever you dream of? I don't know, unicorns, an animal, anything that you look up to. What if you could become just that? You at this moment have a choice to paint your own canvas. I know, hearing from, again, teachers or parents or friends or family or society and trying to paint everything into one picture of all their needs, wants, expectations, and vision of you does look a little bit messy. Now imagine taking a step back, painting the canvas white, and starting all over. Yes, you've been told who to be and what to do in this world, but it's your life and it's your turn to choose what you create in life. If you want to draw flowers, draw flowers. If you want to draw space, draw space. And I'm speaking in terms of art, artistic and painting. But the point is, become who you want to be. Whether that's in your roles, how you are as an individual, your life, your material items, your schedule. Create and be you. And if anybody has an issue with that, that's where boundaries come into place. Be you. Now, I'm not saying don't take advice. I'm not saying don't listen to friends, family, mentors, coaches, society. There's good to everybody. Listen, take in what serves you, and spit out the rest. It's important for you to evaluate. So ask yourself, are you being who you truly are authentically? Are you who you are, or are you acting as somebody else to make other people happy? Now, if you are being authentically you, that's phenomenal. Congratulations. Now, I think we all have not been our authentic selves at some point in life. And if you aren't authentically yourself, recognize that. Where in what area are you not being authentically you? Where in what area are you not being authentically you? And truly understand that. What's the pain of not being authentically you? If you were on your deathbed today, what would life look like if you changed to be authentically you? Now, of course, you're not on your deathbed in this moment if you're listening to this, but we don't know what tomorrow brings. And I promise you, if you choose to be your authentic self today, and you not only act in regards to your authentic self, but you transform your thoughts, your behaviors, your values, your beliefs, your rules to be authentically you and align with what you truly want to become. Man, oh man, your life, you will not regret anything on your deathbed. How does that sound? To go to the other side, shake God's hand, and know that you achieved everything that you set your mind to. Everything that He believed you could do. What would life look like? How would that feel? Thinking that I get to shake God's hand someday and say I did everything that I said I would do. That feels pretty good. Now the opposite of that feels the exact opposite. That feels kind of sluggish to me. And I'm not going to let that happen. Now I hope you're willing to make that journey with me and accomplish anything and everything that you're capable of doing in life. Now transform. Really transform that. You understand where you're not acting authentically to you. You understand the pain and the pleasure of acting in accordance to your authentic self or not. Now you have the choice to transform or not. Are you going to let other people tell you who you are and what you should become in the world now? Are you going to listen to yourself, your authentic self, your higher self? Are you going to listen to God about who you are authentically? Or is everybody else going to control and paint your canvas? I choose to transform. I welcome you and hope you join me in that. Now, after you've made the decision to transform, it's a matter of taking action. So if you've been in a career that's not authentically you, I'm not saying jump out and be irresponsible, but do a plan of action to get out, to live your authentic life. And that's the cool thing, is life is a journey. Authenticity is a journey. So if you recognize that you need to do this to be authentically you and aligned, well, every day you're working towards that, guess what? You are aligned. You're aligned with what is authentic to you. So just be aligned with it. How can you take action today? Just getting 1% better, one step a day to get more and more authentically you. Ask yourself that. And continue to condition it. The fact that you evaluated your life, understood where you're not being authentic, understood the pain of staying that same way and the pleasure of transforming, deciding to transform. And you take these consistent actions, you will condition yourself. And as you continue to believe in yourself, understand that you're not perfect and that the imperfections of life in you are what make life so beautiful. As you continue to condition yourself, someday being authentically you won't even be a second thought. It'll be the first one every single time. Conor McGregor says, believe in yourself and you will be unstoppable. Believe in yourself and you will be unstoppable. Amen to that. Amen to that. I believe in you. God believes in you. Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in yourself? I undoubtedly know that you can transform your life. I undoubtedly know that you can impact the world. And I definitely undoubtedly know that your identity that's authentic to you is such an amazing thing. So go out and conquer the world. Go out and conquer your world. See, I believe I'm a transformational coach, an entrepreneur. I believe that I'm astonishing. I believe that I'm capable of making an impact on every person I come in contact with. I believe that I will never treat anybody the way I wouldn't want to be treated. I believe that I can see somebody's true feelings, thoughts, and emotions and know what they're truly trying to say to me, even if it's not an appropriate way. I forget who said, I want to say it was Jay Shetty. He says, the people that need the most love, ask for it in the most unloving ways. Now, that's not allowing that to be okay, but it also makes it a lot easier to deal with, to not react when that is taking place. Understand that everybody's imperfect, and just as I don't treat anybody the way I wouldn't want to be treated, understand your values in that. Understand your rules and your beliefs and who you really want to become. Not just on a rule level, but your beliefs of life, your values, your actions, your behaviors. Don't forget to be you. Don't forget to be perfect today, okay? Now it's the end. I want to break down the transformational message of identity and who you're becoming. The canvas of life. We've always been told who and what to be in this world. It's your turn to paint a white paint right over everything that you've created. And it's time to start from scratch. It's time to write a new chapter and create what you want to create that's authentically you in this world. It's time to create who you want to be. It's time to create what you want to do in this world. Whether it's hobbies, career, your small things on a day-to-day basis, everything. It's time to really construct and create who and what you want to be in this world. Now, your current character. Who are you playing now? Is it the hero? Is it the villain? Is it the person that nobody really remembers at the end of the book or movie? Are you playing somebody where you're not really excited to get up in the morning? Are you playing a story that you'll be happy to reread when you get to the end? What's your current character? What's your current character? Now, act of becoming. Everything's about becoming. Are you becoming somebody you want to be or somebody you don't want to be? Really evaluate your life, understand where you're not acting authentically you. Really get a good understanding of that. Look at all the areas of your life. Decide to really understand what's that causing me in my life. How is not being authentically me affecting me? Understand the pleasure of transforming that and what your life will look like. Then continue to take action. Condition that and become somebody extraordinary. I believe in you. I truly do. I know God believes in you. And I know a lot of people out there are counting on you to show up to be authentically you. Really want to thank you. Thank you so much for showing up today again. Again, whether you're driving, whether you're just sitting at home doing chores, I appreciate you taking the time and showing up here with me today. If you enjoyed it and you want to listen to more podcasts like it, go ahead and look at the episode list. I know one will stand out to you. Now, I want to bring you more transformational messages moving forward every Wednesday at 9 a.m. I encourage you to take a look and jump on with me right at Wednesday at 9 a.m. Love for you to join us then. If not, listen to us anytime. I will always be here. And truly, go ahead and look at the show notes and description. Those will hold the important information and conversation in the description. And please subscribe and leave a review. Follow me over at Braiden Belnap on other social media platforms. Love for you to share feedback with me. And that way I can get better every single week myself, so that I can bring you more transformation in a way that I can get better. Thank you guys so much, and hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.